Advanced one-handed example solves, only watch this if you're sub 10 3x3 and sub 15 OH, otherwise you won't be able to follow along. I have other example solves that are more beginner and intermediate. Same thing I did 2 days ago. We're going to get started right away. Orange, white first. The pairs are this one with this, also that with that. So we're going to solve the back pair first with r wide prime, u prime, r wide prime, b, and then the other one's going to solve in the bottom, and then tracking this is just going to be over there. So r wide prime, u prime, r wide prime, b solves these, and I notice that pair is also solved, so I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to do r wide prime because I know I want to influence the pair to separate and then go like that. And then now I have this alg. I know I'm going to end up with a 6 flip, but I like doing this alg like that. And I forgot to do a wide move. That's fine because I know the Cavan 6 flip trick like that. And then, yeah. Second scramble, green, yellow, we have these. I'm going to separate them with r wide prime d. And then before I do the f, I'm going to move this over here so they flips to be orange. So tracking this is just going to go back there. R wide prime du prime f u prime, and then r u prime m prime back prime, and then tracking the pairs, I saw this was there, and then these two I'm going to do r wide 2 to solve them like that. R wide, I get this. I don't remember the OH alg for it. I know ULU are these two, the OLR like that. I know there's probably a misoriented for that case, but I don't remember it. Scramble 3, orange, yellow, pretty obvious. That in the back, this with that, so it's just m prime d. This one with that is u2 r prime, but I'm going to do r wide 2 f, so I can bring this up here. So m prime d u2 r wide prime u prime, paying attention to that pair. So now I know where that pair is, but I also saw this with that. So I'm going to flip that like this, and then I know the other pair is just going to be at the top after I finish it. Finish that, do this alg. And then can't really do EOLR there, but the rest of the LSC is okay. Scramble 4, I'm doing green, white. I can do D prime to solve that, but I'm also going to put this there so it pairs with that in the back. These two I'm going to mess with so I solve both pairs at the same time. This I'm going to track, U2R D prime, and now I can do this to solve both pairs, and I know that's going to be in the back. And now I know where all the pairs are, so I'm just going to solve this one first, like that. And then I know I can just flip this to solve it in the back. And then we have this bad alg, and then EOLR, I can do U prime, opposite is M2. Scramble 5, kind of obvious, we have this solved, we have this solved, we have these really close. I'm going to solve them with R wide moves to preserve this. This is just going to go to the top and then do some stuff. So just like that, D2, and it's going to be in the back, so R wide. Now I know where all the pairs are, so I can just solve the front one first, and then cancel into the back, that one, and then that alg. EOLR is going to happen automatically when they're like that, and then skip. Scramble 6, I'm doing blue, yellow because this is solved. This is L prime UL, but I'm going to do it with R wide moves. This is going to be over here, and this is going to solve, so that's why I like it. So R wide prime F, R wide D, and then that's there, these two. And then I know this pair with that. Separate them, and then I have this pair, right? And then this is the anti-soon. And I know the blue's in the back, so easy EOLR and 4C. Scramble 7, we're doing red, yellow. We see this in the back with that. So it's a DOA, but I want to pair this corner, so I'll make a block. If I just do F prime, U prime, R, it's not going to pair the other pair. But if I do R, U prime, insert, it's going to pair the other one. It's going to come here, it's going to come there, be up, so we're good. So R, U prime, insert, done. This, like that. I saw this pair as well. So I'm just going to pair that right away. And then we see the other pairs in the front, so we can just do R2, solve them like that. We have triple soon, like this. EOLR, we're going to preserve this on the top. Now we have them both on the bottom. U2, we know they're the same, so it's M prime. Scramble 8, we have this, but I don't like it, so I'm going to do orange, yellow instead, but still including this pair. So I have to do M U wide prime, which is going to make this one, because I have these two, but break that, but then I'll fix it after. So M U wide prime, the other thing is here, and then break it and make it again while setting up the other one. And then I see this pair first, so I'm going to solve it in the front here. Then these two are going to set up all right. So M prime, solve them like this. Blue, green, I have free rough. And then I can't do any EOLR here, and I don't know how to do UFUB, so I just solve LSC normally. Scramble 9, orange, white, we have this with that, so it's just M prime, U wide prime. But before I do M prime, I want to set up the other pair, so I do UM prime, U wide prime, and then I have this one, so F prime, U F prime, and I saw this pair right away, so I can solve it like this, and I know the other pair has to be somewhere in the back. It came up, so I'm going to just solve it like this, and then this way, right? And then I can do misoriented like that, but I ended up with this one. Scramble 10, a lot of options, but none of them are great. I'm just going to settle for orange yellow. That's solved. We have this pair first. I'm going to solve it in the front while doing R wide prime to put this in the back with orange. This is going to come up here. This is just going to be there, and I'm going to influence it to put oriented. So U R wide prime U2 F2. So now the other one's in the back like that. So I'm going to do R U prime M to solve this here, and then I notice this pair right away that I can solve while inserting. I notice the other blue has to be here. R2 to cancel. I really like that cancellation. I really like this alg 2. F prime, I can peek there to see that that's the correct one, so I know how to start my LSC. Green is M. Scramble 11, kind of obvious. We have this with this pair, blue white. We're going to do DU prime to pair the other one as well, but the way we're going to do it is we're going to do U prime R prime first, and then solving this pair is going to set this up. So U prime R prime DU prime, and then we're going to solve this way to preserve this on the top. And I notice this pair is going to set up right there while we have this one in the front that you can R2 like that, and then this, and then pretty normal LSC because once again I can't do UFUB. Scramble 12, blue, yellow. The pairs are here and here. I'm going to do UR before doing D prime so I can solve this one. This is going to come here and be red so I can pair this while preserving it. This is in the back, it's going to come up there. So UR D prime, we have this with that. And then we solve them like that. U prime F prime, R wide back prime. I noticed this one was orange when I was going down, so I knew that's going to pair up. R wide prime to set up the other pair. And then we have second block done. U prime anti-soon, very easy. M2, we have this good DOLR arrow thing. And decent 4C. Scramble 13, we're doing orange white because that's solved. F prime is going to solve the whole line. This is going to come here. Yeah, so this is here, F prime is going to orient, the other one's here, so F prime, U prime, R prime, that's going to come here, so F prime, U prime, R prime, U wide, U prime, R prime, U wide, this is right here. I noticed that pair with these, so the rest of the block is basically one lookable because I'm going to swing this over, solve them in the front, this is going to do the top pair thing, and then solving that, that goes like that. This algorithm, I know it's going to set up to a good arrow, and yeah, there's that one. Scramble 14, we're doing blue white, this blue yellow, sorry, this with this, R wide U prime, R wide prime. This is going to come up to here and be blue. This is going to stay there so we can solve it easily. This is just going to be here and then be there and then be back here. So R wide U prime, R wide prime, F prime, U R wide prime back. And I noticed this on the bottom. Oh, what am I pointing at? Sorry, I was looking through the camera there. This, both pairs are really the same. I'll solve the first one first and then the back one like that. This alg that I like, and then good arrow. Done. Scramble 15, we can do some cool influencing. Blue, yellow, D prime. This is solved. D prime, U prime, F prime. But the other pair is this with that. So before the F prime, we're going to do R. That's going to put, I'll show you. D prime, U prime, R, F prime. And then that sets up these two. So I can do R2, and that solves this. And here I'd obviously do this one. So in the front, like this. And the other pair is kind of bad, but I have to do it anyway, like this. And then this algorithm, these two. Easy LSC. Scramble 16 sucks. We're doing orange, white, D prime to bring this here, but I'm going to do R prime, D prime to bring this here and then solve that pair. But I'm going to do U prime first to preserve that. So U prime, R prime, D prime, U, M, U, M prime, F prime. So then I can solve this pair in the back while noticing that this is going to solve. Oh shoot, this is here. So then solve that pair and then flip that, solve it in the front. I don't like this. EOLR, done. Scramble 17, we're going to do an S or S prime to do that, and then these two are here. This is on the top, it's going to stay on the top, but I'm going to force it there, I think. So this in the back, actually I can't force it there, but I'm going to do a U prime to preserve this pair, and then I don't remember seeing the edge, but it came up, which is good. And then we can just do that, and then this alg, which I like a lot, and then these two, U2 is the EOLR, done. 18, we're doing more S moves. We have this. We're going to put the center here with S prime. The other pair is there. So S prime, D, F prime, R, U prime, R prime. This is going to be in here. So S prime, D, F prime. This. I'm going to start with U prime because I want to influence this to solve with that in the back, M prime. And then I see this pair first, so I'm just going to solve it. So R wide, solve in the back. And then the second pair sets up nice. This, I'm just going to do like that. And then can't really do EOLR. Scramble 19, blue, white. F2 is going to solve this pair. This pair is going to be set up. This is going to be solved, so I'm going to preserve it. F2 R prime F prime. I'm going to do RY2 back prime to put that here, and I saw this pair come up, so I'm just going to do it like this. So then I remembered that pair was going to be like that, and this is going to come up, rough. We have that with this. EOLR is easy here, like that, and then dots. Sorry, wrong way. Scramble 20, this is probably the hardest one yet. We're going to do red-white. Took me a while to find this, but we can kind of solve two pairs at once with this like that. So I'm going to do du prime r like that, and then solve that in the back. So then we have this in the back, and then r2 ur prime f prime. I knew this was going to be like here because I saw that earlier. So I'm going to solve this like that, and then here, and then this we can do r2 u prime like that, and this alg that I like. And then this, shoot, okay, I don't know how to do that anymore. Done.